Hello, so this is a quick tutorial, hopefully quick, for Charlie Parr to A Scrapyard Bus Stop. So first thing to mention, I usually play this on a 6th string, which is down tuned to D. Everything's down tuned, 2 notes. So it's kind of, just think of it as standard tuning. It's dropped down. If you don't drop it down, it's really hard to sing. Okay, the chords you're going to need are G, D, F, played with your thumb taking that bass note, and just 3 fingers, don't need your pinky, and C major. You'll also need an A minor and a C and an A minor and a G for the chorus bit. Okay, now the hardest thing with this song is there's lots of hammer-ons and pull-offs while you're rolling through the chords, and the right hand finger pattern is kind of like a Travis picking, just using, I think, the first index finger and your thumb. So it's kind of like down and ups and down and ups, but it's actually thumb, thumb, up, thumb, down. So what I'll do is I'll just play it through, just the verse, and then we'll go through each chord and how it's picked. So. There's loads of little subtle differences every time he runs through it. Sometimes there's some double hammer-ons, sometimes there's some singles. But we'll start with those as we go through the chords now. So the first chord, G, you're starting with the bass note on the 6th string, so dum, and then you're going down to the 4th string with the thumb, dum, dum, and after you've played that, your index finger, takes the 2nd string and pulls up, so it's dum, da, da. And then you go back with your thumb to the 5th string and do the first hammer on the B, so. And after that your thumb goes back down to the 4th string, so you get the Travis picking. And each time your index finger is in between the thumb doing that 2nd string, so. Then you're ready to go down to the D. Now when you're playing the D, your thumb will be playing the bass note on the 4th string, dum, dum, and then it will be playing the bass note on the 3rd string, so dum, dum, and then you've got the D position down, and your pinky, your 4th finger, needs to wait for you to hit the 1st string, so it's thumb, thumb, and then finger. And after that you hit the 1st string, there's a hammer on and pull off. And then after the pull off, your 1st finger plays the 2nd string, so. And then after that, your thumb comes down to the 3rd string, and you do a hammer on with your 1st finger, and then back to the 2nd string. So that's the hardest bit of the song. So it's dum. Keep playing that for a second. Just keep doing that till you've got it, and then you just need to link the D and the G and the D together to get halfway through the verse. So. Okay, so let's just work that through a few times as well. Okay. Notice that sometimes on the G you do that hammer on there with the 5th string 2nd fret, and then drop down normally to an open D. But you can also do a hammer on that 4th string as well, so it can be. Okay, so it's just, I've noticed sometimes I think he does that as well. there's lots of different variations. You can do double hammer on single ones or whatever you feel right. Let's move on. So, dum. So that goes from your D. Then you go snap to your F position and play your bass note on the 6th string. And then your thumb comes down for the 4th string, dum, dum, and then you double it, so it's dum, dum, dum. But when you play that second time, you lift your finger up and play the 2nd string, so you both notes ring at the same time, so it's dum, 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 and then your thumb will play the 3rd string with a hammer on the A note, and after the hammer on, you play with your finger the 2nd string. So, dum, 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 then back to C. And that's simply 5th string, and then down to the 4th string. Sorry, 5th string down to the 3rd string, dum, 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 and then a hammer on the 4th string. So dum. Or a double hammer on if you like. So yeah, so that's all of the 4 chords of the verses and their little hammer on. So I'll just run through all of them. Another little variation that I think he does is sometimes when he goes down from the G to the D, when he places the D, I think he'll use the placement of the chord as a hammer on, so it's kind of like. So I think that goes on a few times. The key things to get when you're playing this song is when you go to the F, there's that little step on, so it's dum, 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 dum. So it's like a little swing on a lean, so it's dum, 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 dum. Okay, so I think we've just about got all the way through the verse. The chorus is very simple. It is just an A minor to a C with a hammer on the C. We'll go through the picking, and then the A minor back to the C with a hammer on, A minor back to the C with a hammer on, then A minor to the G, and the verse loop starts again. So I think this song goes verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, verse, and that's it. So it goes. Key things as well is not to speed up, keep it really slow, because I think it's kind of like a slow reminiscing type of song, so it's kind of nice to play it really slow and loosely, so it doesn't matter if you hit the old bum note or miss a pull off or something. The key is to get the tempo right and kind of just roll around the chords. 12 string as well. It's worth playing it on that down tuned. I think he uses one of these, a thumb pick, a plastic one. I don't tend to like those, I can't get one, but if you like using those, that will give you a bit more twang to it. So I'll just try and play the first verse, and then that's it. We'll leave it at that. So it's. There's someone out there, out in the snow, think they knew her, can't think how, in a homemade outfit, Fred cap and gloves. She is a monument, a tribute to Chord. It must be a bus stop out in the cold. Wind rips right through her, frail winter cold. So something like that. It's a great song, and just stick with it, because I think the right hand is probably the hardest bit about this song, is where to play the bass, because it's not a standard kind of Travis pick, it's more of a thumb, finger, thumb, finger sort of thing. So watch him playing it live on YouTube is a good way as well, but I think that should get you started. Cheers.